The runaway black hole. A cosmic rebel. The runaway black hole and the shining merger. A revelation so astonishing it has rippled through every corner of the astronomical world. In the silent depths of space, where time itself seems to pause, NASA's James Webb Space Telescope has done it again, pushing the boundaries of what humankind dares to imagine. Only weeks after unveiling the earliest known galaxy in the universe, Webb has now spotted something so extraordinary, so unexpected, that it threatens to rewrite the very laws of cosmic behavior. Hovering more than billions of light-years away, the telescope has captured the image of a supermassive black hole that appears to be fleeing from its own galaxy, not drifting, but racing outward at nearly 4 million miles per hour. To put that speed into perspective, at that pace, it could travel from Earth to the Moon in just a matter of minutes. This is no ordinary cosmic object. It is a runaway titan, a behemoth forged from collapsed stars, now defying gravity's own grip. Astronomers across continents gathered around glowing monitors, their voices filled with disbelief and awe. What they were seeing made no sense. Black holes, by every definition, should pull things inward, not propel themselves outward into the void. The James Webb Space Telescope, launched with the dream of peering back in time to witness the dawn of creation, has already transformed how we perceive the cosmos. Its golden mirrors, polished to microscopic perfection, reflect light that has traveled for billions of years, unveiling the ghosts of dead stars and the shimmering cradles of newborn galaxies. But this new discovery felt different, personal, even poetic. It challenged the long-held belief that black holes are the ultimate cosmic destroyers. For centuries, these dark engines have been painted as monsters of the universe, consuming everything, stars, planets, even light itself, leaving behind an inescapable shadow of nothingness. Yet the runaway black hole captured by Webb defies that dark legacy entirely. Instead of annihilating everything in its path, it is creating life, igniting the birth of new stars in the very wake of its own passage. Imagine it. A massive, invisible force carving through space, its motion compressing vast clouds of interstellar gas, causing them to glow, collapse, and spark with new light. Behind it stretches a dazzling ribbon of creation, a river of stars extending nearly 200,000 light-years across, twice the width of our entire Milky Way. To witness such a sight is to watch destruction transformed into artistry. It is as if the universe itself painted a streak of light upon the darkness to remind us that even chaos can create beauty. A team of scientists led by Yale University astrophysicist, Professor Peter B., painstakingly analyzed the data and published their findings in the Astrophysical Journal Letters. Within days, the global scientific community erupted. Debates, theories, and late-night calculations filled observatories around the world. Then came confirmation from NASA's Hubble Space Telescope. The results were undeniable. The runaway black hole was real. It had become one of the most astonishing astronomical discoveries of the century. As it hurtles through the dense fog of cosmic gas, its supersonic motion creates shockwaves that compress matter, causing hydrogen to cool and collapse into clusters of bright, young stars. Astronomers describe it as witnessing a trail of creation behind destruction, a sight so paradoxical that it borders on the poetic. A black hole giving life instead of taking it. A monster turned maker. A cosmic paradox in motion. And as Webb continues to observe the heavens, scientists are left humbled, their equations trembling under the weight of this new truth. Because in that luminous wake, stretching across a canvas of darkness, lies a reminder that even the most fearsome forces in the universe can also be the architects of light. The shining merger. A dance of destruction and creation, but the James Webb Space Telescope didn't stop there. Just when the world was still reeling from the runaway black hole, another revelation emerged from the silent depths of space. A spectacle so vast and radiant that it redefines what we imagine when we think of galaxy. This is the story of ARP 220, the shining merger. ARP 220 is one of the most luminous, powerful galaxies ever discovered, a radiant beacon glowing with the brilliance of 1 trillion suns. To grasp that brightness, imagine every star in our Milky Way multiplied 100-fold, each one blazing at its peak, casting light across the darkness of intergalactic space. Located roughly 250 million light-years away, in the ancient constellation Serpens, the Serpent, ARP 220 is not just a galaxy. It is a collision, a cosmic battlefield where two immense spiral galaxies have merged in a slow, violent embrace. About 700 million years ago, these two galaxies began their inevitable descent toward each other, drawn together by gravity's eternal pull. When they collided, their spiral arms shattered, their cores fused, and billions of stars were thrown into chaos. The result was a furious burst of creation, an eruption of starbirth so intense that astronomers call it a starburst event. Inside a region only 5,000 light-years wide, Webb's instruments detect the energy of over 200 star clusters crammed into a space smaller than 1/20th the size of our galaxy. That tiny region contains as much gas and dust as the entire Milky Way itself, a cosmic furnace where stars ignite faster than any place we've ever observed. Radio telescopes listening across the electromagnetic spectrum have counted more than 100 supernova remnants compressed into just 500 light-years, each one a violent echo of a dying star. Imagine a firework show so vast that its sparks are suns, its smoke is nebulae, and its thunder reverberates across light centuries. The Hubble Space Telescope later revealed that both colliding galaxies each host a rotating ring of stars and gas, glowing brightly in infrared light, two halos entwined in an endless spiral dance. But when the James Webb Space Telescope turned its golden mirrors toward ARP 220, it saw what no other instrument ever could. Webb pierced through the choking clouds of dust that once obscured this galactic battlefield, revealing details that had remained hidden for eons. Delicate tidal tails stretched outward like spectral arms, tracing the ghostly scars of the galaxy's long-finished collision. These tails are not mere streams of light. They are rivers of stars, pulled and twisted by gravity, their arcs extending tens of thousands of light-years from the chaotic core. Within the heart of ARP 220, bright filaments of red, cyan, and amber weave through the darkness, each color marking the signature of complex organic molecules, the very building blocks of life itself. To scientists, these chemical fingerprints are clues. To poets, they are cosmic brushstrokes on an infinite canvas. Infrared images captured by Webb reveal regions where dust glows like embers in a dying fire, and cold gas clouds shimmer faintly as newborn stars begin to ignite within them. Every glowing filament, every swirling wisp of matter, tells a chapter in an endless story, a story of destruction giving birth to creation. The immense gravitational forces that tore these galaxies apart also forged new generations of stars and planets, the cycle of death and rebirth written across the heavens. Astronomers describe ARP 220 as a living example of how the universe recycles itself. Where one era ends, another begins. Where stars collapse, others awaken. Where chaos reigns, harmony slowly forms. From Webb's breathtaking perspective, ARP 220 appears as both ruin and resurrection, a cosmic phoenix rising from the ashes of collision. Its colossal energy output, nearly 1 trillion times that of our Sun, makes it one of the brightest infrared objects in the nearby universe. And yet, within all that brilliance, there lies a profound serenity, a reminder that even the most violent cosmic events can produce unimaginable beauty. Each observation from Webb peels back another layer of mystery. Astronomers now see ARP 220 not merely as a merger, but as a bridge, a connection between the past and the future of galaxies. It shows us that destruction is not an ending, but a transformation. From chaos, order emerges. From ruin, light is born. And as Webb continues to scan the universe, its gaze stretches ever deeper, toward the very edge of time itself, where the first galaxies were born and